morning. Today is day 61. I camped here on the other side of the creek of this shelter, and I already packed up my tent and I'm just sitting here eating my breakfast. Then I'm gonna finish filtering up some water, and then there's like a 4-mile climb right out of the bat this morning. So after that, I'm not really sure if I'm gonna do like a 22-mile day to the pre-shelter or maybe stop at 15 because my feet have kind of been hurting. Like they might feel better today. I don't know. I just passed the road crossing that was like 1.8 after where I camped last night. There was a cooler at it, so walking into it I was all excited. There was just bottles of water in it, but I still drank one because it's like super hot and there's not been a ton of water, so I'm carrying like a lot right now, but if I drink that, then I'll have more for later. So I had like a little bottle of water. I think I'm gonna try to make it to the priest shelter, which would make today like a 22-mile day. So it's kind of far. So if I get to the other shelter and it's like pretty late, or I'm just like beat, I'm gonna just stop. But I'd like to make it that far because I feel like that follows my original plan of doing like kind of 20, 20, 20, and then like a short day into Wingsboro. So that is what I'm going to try to do. We'll see how that goes. But I feel like lately, so there's gonna be a bunch of people there, and I know all of them, but I don't like hike with them during the day or really even see them because they all leave like about the same time I do, but they all just hike so fast. It's a bunch of like older men, and they just like, I swear they just like sprint to camp, and it's almost like a race. So I'm just always back here chugging along, and then I get there, but like I'm not like super close with any of them, but it's still nice to like, know some of the people, so that's good. Yeah. I'm here almost at the summit of Bald Knob. Not quite there yet, but I don't think the top's actually bald. So I think this is the only view you'll get. But it's nice. I'm gonna sit down and get a drink. Top of Coal Mountain right now. It's pretty. It's like kind of like a grassy bald, real long. Stopped for lunch in this like little shady area I found, and I was like literally just sitting on my mat like on the side of the trail, and I was finished and cleaning up and getting ready to go, and Bad Bet passed me and was like, "Did you see the comments I'm far out for the next gap? Apparently there's trail magic there," but it was supposed to start at like 10:30 this morning, so I don't know if they'll still be there because it's like afternoon now. But so I got up and she's going down there. I'm gonna hike down there, and also I need water, so I'm gonna stop and get water here no matter what. But yeah, it's exciting, the possibility of trail magic. So it is a couple hours later, and there was trail magic at that gap. They had so much good stuff. I made a hummus and veggie sandwich. They had sodas, drink mixes, like to like propel and stuff, and like literally anything and everything you could ever like need. They had like repair kits, and it was great. So I sat there for a really long time because I decided that even before getting there that I didn't want to go all the way to the priest shelter. So I hung out there for like 2 hours because I decided I'm not gonna make it to the priest shelter because it was just like far and it's hot and my feet hurt, and like I could go there, but I would get there late and everyone would have gotten there before me, and so like all the like chilling at camp stuff would all be done, and it'd be kind of like last night when I get there and everyone's like climbing to their tent and I'm just arriving, and it's just like I'd be really tired because I go to bed late. So I'm gonna stop at this shelter and make it like a 15 or 16 mile day, and chill and then have a nice good day tomorrow. Morning, today's day 62 and I stayed at a shelter last night, well like tented by it, and it was real nice. There's water and everything, had a nice chill evening, and when I was like going in my tent I heard someone else arrive and I was like, I knew one person I had hiked with like the beginning of the trail, Niall, I knew he was like right behind, so I was like maybe it was him, so I like popped my head out of my tent and it was. This is like a whole reunion of our old trail buddies, so I think he's gonna catch up to me here while I'm hiking and I'll hike with him for a bit, but he's getting off in like 11 or 12 miles today, so probably will be alone out here again, but that's been fine. And then so I slept really good in my tent last night. I think there was like a mouse or something in my vestibule in the middle of the night because I was like, there's something like messing with my shoes in my tent. I was like, what is going on out there? So I like spotlighted it with my flashlight and it ran away, or like with my headlight and it ran away, so it's fine. Today's hiking is supposed to be easier than yesterday. I hope that holds true, but I'm gonna stop up at the priest shelter and read the logbook because it's like famous to read the logbook at the priest shelter and maybe write something in it too, because people like confess their sins in it. So yeah, it's gonna be a good day. Also, the weather for next week is looking like really nice. It's gonna cool off a bit, so it won't be so crazy hot every day, like highs in like the 60s. It's gonna be nice weather through the Shenandoahs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're at 831.8 right.
So a lot has happened since I last talked in here. I made it to the priest shelter, but they had a new logbook, so there's barely any entries in it. So we read some confessions, but there weren't too many. Took a little break there, got some water, and then hiked down to the parking lot, and that's where my friend River, who I had hiked with in like the very beginning of the trail, or Niall as he used to be, got picked up for his 0 that he's taking with a friend. But I might see him again in the Shenandoahs or something, because he hikes really fast, so he'll probably pass me. And so I just sat in that parking lot for a bit, just like kind of checking the water sources, seeing where I wanted to stop today. And then I pulled out like my lunch, and this guy came over and was talking to me, and then he was like, oh, like, let me take your trash. And then he came over with like a big bag of snacks, gave me a bunch of food. And then this other guy who had given me Trail Magic like 2 days ago pulled up, gave me a banana and a Gatorade, and I was just sitting there talking to both of them. And I also had like my own lunch. Oh, and I also got raisins. I had so much food. And so that was really nice. I think I've like mastered the art of looking pitiful. I don't know, I was just sitting there in the parking lot, but it was it was funny. But anyway, that was good. So I don't know, there's a shelter in like a mile, not even a mile. I'm gonna stop and get water there. This is the trail in front of me, this like rock field, so that's exciting. It's okay though. I decided to go to the 20 mile shelter because I want to get to town tomorrow night and get over this peaks here before the rain and thunderstorms tomorrow. I'm halfway up. I think it's like the 3 Ridges is what it's called. It's a really big climb. It's super rocky too, but I'm stopping, taking a break. There's all these wildflowers and an amazing view. Like I haven't seen this far in forever. I'll show you that. You can see like so far, and the camera like just doesn't show it like that well, but like it's so far away. Also look at these little like wildflowers everywhere, and I'm just on this like big rock slab. I'm gonna take a little snack break and then continue on. So I would like to mention that the snacks taste so different now that it's like warm out. Like frozen Clif bars and frozen granola bars had a completely different taste in the cold, and now they're not just melted, they're like, they just taste completely different. Like this kind bar is like all mushy, got all over my finger, but like they just taste different. It's so weird. There's all these big rock slabs and the pretty views. It's very cool. Very hot too, but very cool. I'm almost at the top of Three Ridges, but this is a view looking back towards the Priest. It's so sunny you probably can't see anything. Just been slowly chugging away up the Three Ridges. None of it's been too incredibly steep, it's just been long and kind of hot. But it's getting, the sun's going down a bit and it's like breezy, so it feels pretty good. And I'm fueled by the trail magic I had earlier. I think I'm gonna wait and cook dinner when I get there. But yeah, I've just been listening to my podcast and having a good time. As I'm hiking down to camp here, I just want to talk about, so I feel like I'm always talking about like people. Like I want to find the people. Where are the people? Have a hiking partner. Stick with them. But like I also want to like hike the hike that I want to do, you know? Like I don't want to be like altering everything I want just for other people. Like if there's someone I like, I make compromises to like hang with them or hike a little more or less to stay with them. But like when I left Daleville, I was kind of like in a new group, and I kind of like proud of myself for like what I did. So like I didn't like kill myself yesterday to keep up with people, and I just kind of hung at the trail magic. I wasn't feeling like going far, so I didn't, and I was able to hang out with like Bad Bat and Odin, who I really like. And then Niall met up with me, so like I did what I wanted to do, and I still had people. But then like even though I really like Bad Bat and Odin, today I felt like going more. So like I kept going in hopes of seeing them again, or just I wanted to do what I wanted to do kind of thing. And so like I think I'm happy that I didn't like totally just like ditch everything I want to do to be with other people. So I feel like I'm getting better at doing that, but also sometimes I get really lonely and I like do really alter my plans to find people. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that like I feel like I'm doing a better job of like kind of doing what I want to do. But the groundhog, I don't know, it keeps like running in and out of this hole. I don't know if you can see it. It's cute though. It's right there. Alright, it's like 7:20 p.m. and I'm like 0.9 from the Maupin shelter where I'm staying. So I'm definitely gonna make it there before dark. I mean, I might do some of my chores like in the dark, but I can definitely grab water and set up my tent real quick while it's still light, which is nice. It definitely took me longer to get up that Three Ridges thing than I thought, but also I was like listening to a podcast and going stopping at views and just like chilling, and then I was like, oh shoot, it's kind of late. But it's fun. I had a good day. Hiked with some people in the morning, met an old friend, had my alone time this afternoon. Saw some day hikers up there too, which is cool. Had trail magic. There's a lot of highlights to this day. Very happy, great weather. Tomorrow's supposed to rain. Actually, the rain might start tonight, but it's okay because I'm going to try to get to town tomorrow. So, it always rains on Fridays or Saturdays. Like tomorrow's Saturday. It always rains on Friday or Saturday. Like I think every single like week that I've been out here, it's rained on either a Friday or a Saturday if it rains, like every time. So it's just the pattern, but it is cool.